Welcome back to the ultimate home for high-octane automotive news. Get ready because we are diving deep today. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you...
Deep in the European testing grounds, a heavily disguised test mule was recently caught running a high-speed mountain pass. The most obvious external change on this prototype is a strict reduction in visual mass. Compared to previous generations, the front fascia is noticeably slimmer. The polarizing split headlight design of the past is gone, replaced entirely by a new LED projector headlamp array and redesigned daytime running lights. What do these external modifications reveal about KTM's internal engineering evolution? These early spy shots confirm KTM is shifting its design language, stripping away passive touring elements to prioritize a more aggressive, rally-inspired silhouette for 2026. KTM's ready-to-race philosophy was forged in the dirt. Looking at this archival photograph, the vintage KTM branding and aggressive riding posture set a clear historical baseline for their off-road focus. That dirt DNA evolved to dominate extreme desert endurance rallies. You can see it clearly here in the specialized rally tower and the aggressive standing posture of their modern Dakar machines. Translating pure desert racing mechanics into a street-legal, consumer-ready adventure bike requires a highly specific set of engineering compromises. The true test for the 2026 prototype is whether it can preserve that hardcore dirt legacy while adopting the sophistication required for modern long-distance touring. The engineers started by tightening up the aerodynamics, equipping the bike with a taller, rally-inspired windscreen explicitly designed to mitigate high-speed wind buffeting on the highway. The manufacturing process for the bodywork also shifted. Rather than applying traditional stickers, they moved to in-mold graphics to help prevent peeling and wear against high-abrasion off-road elements. The older, comfort-focused split seat has been completely discarded. In its place is a continuous, rally-style long seat. The take spoilers are wider, and the rear side panels have been revised. This specific shape facilitates unimpeded freedom of movement when the rider is standing on the pegs. Taken together, these exterior revisions show KTM is prioritizing off-road handling and rider mobility over passive seated touring comfort. Here is the physical core of the bike, a 799cc parallel twin engine. It generates 95 horsepower and 87 newton-meters of torque. The engine acts as a stressed member of the chassis, allowing a more compact tubular frame that reduces overall weight. Up front, KTM equipped the bike with a 43mm WP apex fork featuring split-function technology and 200mm of suspension travel. Combining this stressed member frame with elite WP suspension targets stability across corrugated dirt trails and paved highways. The command hub for the motorcycle's digital systems is a new 5-inch bonded mineral glass TFT display. This diagram illustrates the 6D inertial measurement unit at work. As the bike moves, the IMU tracks its pitch, roll, and yaw in real time. That dynamic data feeds directly into a 9.3 megapixel ABS unit, enabling cornering ABS and motorcycle traction control. When you leave the pavement, off-road ABS automatically reduces intervention on the front wheel and completely deactivates it on the rear, allowing riders to intentionally slide the back end into tight corners. KTM is also introducing a controversial demo mode feature, which unlocks premium software like Quick Shifter Plus and Cruise Control for a 1,500-kilometer trial period before requiring a purchase. Through this electronic suite, calculations for traction and stability are increasingly handled by an advanced computational system rather than the rider alone. The engineering decisions behind the 2026 KTM 790 Adventure act as a direct tactical response to an increasingly crowded middleweight market. Looking at the Yamaha Tenere 700, we see a machine built on raw, mechanical simplicity. KTM is countering that approach with higher horsepower and heavy software integration. On the other side of the spectrum is the Suzuki V-Strom, built with a heavy pavement bias and a clear focus on traditional touring. The 790 Adventure targets a specific middle ground, providing the power and electronic sophistication found in the heavyweights while maintaining the suspension travel and chassis weight of a true middleweight. This environment highlights the exact type of harsh, high-altitude terrain the 2026 model was engineered to conquer. It is a machine that aims to blend the grit of a 1980s rally racer with the digital intellect of a modern superbike. Do the advanced rider aids, suspension tweaks, and that controversial demo mode make this the definitive middleweight choice? The 2026 KTM 790 Adventure represents the ongoing shift toward making high-end inertial sensing and adjustable suspension the expected standard for the middleweight segment.
This video and subscribe to the channel for more.